historian, an arrowhead of the struggle for the independence of the Oodua nation. Banji Akintoye has accused former Chief of Army Staff Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai, retired, of trying to cajole agitator Sunday Adeyemo Igboho to withdraw from the agitations. In an interview with Punch, the octogenarian said during the agitators' travels in the West African country, Buratai had, through his influence as the envoy, sneaked a paper to Igboho in prison, promising him billions of naira if only he would renounce his agitations for the Yoruba nation. He, however, said Igboho refused to sign the paper, which was later taken away by Buratai. When asked about the status of the court case against Igboho in the Benin Republic, Akintoye said the young man has been completely released. Wow. He said he has been released completely. He has won the hearts of the people here for his strength and character. They brought money to this young man. How many of our young men will do that? Former Chief of Army Staff Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai came to him in the prison, promising him billions of naira if he would just sign a paper that Buratai brought, that he, Igboho, should say he had renounced the Yoruba nation struggle, that he didn't want the Yoruba nation struggle anymore, that he had opted out of it. Nobody will give me such a paper except Buratai himself. But Sunday saw the paper. Buratai took it away. Well, we know that these are the things that most of all these people, what they do. But for somebody who is sensible, if you collect that money, your conscience, one thing, money cannot do everything. There's nothing like peace of mind, because we have seen those people who have all of a sudden, you know that something, a lot of water must have passed under the bridge. Some people who were hot before in being on the side of the people, but all of a sudden they just go cool. You know that something has really happened. They can't have that voice, and we are hearing rumors here and there that they've been settled, and they cannot come out and say no or debunk that, because even if you feel like, oh, you don't want to, maybe there's some reasons, maybe your personal reasons for not going along with the people, you still have your chest coming out with your full chest that, yeah, maybe these are my reasons, are my reasons, but if anybody has given me anything that you think anybody has given give me anything for me to be quiet, let the person come out. You'll be able to challenge, but they cannot do that. We have seen a lot of them, and they are not stable. They are neither here nor there. They are neither cold nor hot. So it is always like that. So for anybody, irrespective of the money they are going to give you, because you are going to be in everlasting or perpetual thinking, and you'll not be happy. You'll not be happy with yourself. What is money? After you have gotten the money, what? Because let me tell you one thing, human needs are insatiable. If you want something, you get it. You want to get another thing, you get that thing. You continue to aspire for something and something else. It just keeps on going. So, but some people don't know that. They just believe in temporary gain or enjoyment, as they want to put it, whether it is true or not. But I'm just giving a kind of background of what could be and what could not be. But this is what the professor is telling us. We know that even Nnamdi Kanu, while he was in prison before this particular one, he had been offered many things. Even now, he's been offered many things. And once they give you, and that is the end. And but when they see that you are stubborn, that is when they keep on bringing a lot of charges against you. Well, walai, this is a pure lie. Where Buratai we see billions. A pure lie. You are a big, you're a serious person, because all this was just insulting. Oga, let the person they are accusing to defend himself. Why drinking Panadol on someone's headache? Thank God, Buratai is still alive. Of course, he can cover us and deny it, but the one thing is that he's alive. Let him come and reject or debunk this whole thing. Undoubtedly, Yoruba tribe is one of the greatest black tribes in the global world, really, especially in Africa, and it merits one tribe nation. If the colonial amalgamated Nigerian nation of about 400 tribes and ethnicities do not function as expected, Nigeria, one nation, still needs to be given more chances as one nation, including the Yoruba tribe and other Nigerian tribes as usual. I know Sunday Igboho will never disappoint me. you are saying like, someone is saying like, what about the money meant for the procurement of arms and ammunition found in the house of Buratai? Okay, somebody will say, where will Buratai get that kind of amount of money? Even if Buratai is going to be getting that kind of amount of money, it's not going to be coming out from his pockets, because it's going to be coming from the government, because he works for the government. So you don't say, oh, he cannot get that money, because it's not going to be his money. It's going to be his money. And coupled with the fact that he has all these things, all these allegations levied against him. Some people are saying it's not true. We know what has been going on. Everybody will say, oh, I'm not a thief, I'm not a thief. Then who is not stealing the money in this country? We talk about corruptions. Who are the people who are corrupt? Well, a civilian occupying position of a Burusai ambassador to Benin Republic will not ask Igboho to renounce his agitation. Why? Because Igboho, a coward who ran from arrest, did not deserve such gesture. Okay, your reason is too shallow. As Buratai come out to deny it, stop fooling yourself, Oga. Kindly note that Igboho is not a coward as claimed by you. He who fights and run away will live longer to fight another day. Igboho would have been killed by Nigerian government the way they killed Abiola then. He had never denied his agitation for Yoruba Nation. Sweet talk, Yoruba Nation is not an agitation but an open nation that had been in existence before more than 2,000 years. What will Buratai benefit personally? Nothing. He knows that Yoruba remains the wisdom of God in Nigeria, which without the black race may collapse. Well, it is a lie. Like I said, it's either you believe it or you don't even believe it. But what I'm really surprised, or what I'm really happy about, is that Igboho has been completely released. He has been completely released. If he was released, was it based on a condition given to him, or he collected money, or whatever? Just like I said, anybody who can come up with his full chest that I never collected any money from anybody, with person will challenge anybody, and the person being challenged should come out and say no, it is true or not true. But one thing is that it's been completely what will I say, released. I think I heard that it's coming to Nigeria, but I don't expect his supporters to even allow him to come, or those who are managing him. There's no going back on Yoruba Nation. The marriage instituted by Lulugad is a fraud. Let's be wise, Yorubas. This is very interesting. The enemies of this agitation should be careful. Yoruba is not a slave. We need our nation. Yoruba, be honest to ourselves. Now Yoruba head Kashan. The same offer they dangled to Nnamdi Kanu. Why should that be his headache, please? They are devising various ways to water it down when these basic requests of security, fairness, justice that led to the agitation are not being tackled. You say Igboho see on PMB. Okay, you say Igboho see on PMB Wahala. See this man. Now so you said Abakari is the best anti-robbery team leader that cannot be a criminal. Talk less of being corrupt. What end Abakari's story today, if I may ask? Some of you are known well for hypocrisy, so continue with your hypocrisy. One thing I've come to realize, and I've always said it, with all these ones that are shouting Tinubu, they are shouting this, they are shouting that, some people will tell you that Nigeria cannot be better. And if you look at it thoroughly, because those one, I said it, those who were complaining about Jonathan then, they were complaining about Jonathan because Jonathan, maybe in one way or the other, is not even doing their bidding, or they are not from the same tribe, or they are not practicing the same religion, or they are not a part of the their party was not even the ruling party then. So they will say all manner of things. If you think you can control 200 million people, or you can control a large number, a group of people to go on one side, it's not going to be possible, because you can't control people's mind. You can win some and you lose some. Those who were castigating Jonathan then, at the end of the day, once their man came on board, all the bad things that they were complaining about Jonathan then, their people started doing it when they came on board. When Buhari and APC came on board, all the things that they were accusing PDP then, At the end of the day, they started doing even worse. They're not even doing almost the same thing, but they are doing worse than PDP. But those who were condemning PDP that time, now they are now comfortable with what is happening in this regime that they are part of. People like all of them, Keyamo, the rest of them. At the end of the day, they are comfortable with what is happening. And now, those who were with Jonathan then, who were comfortable with what was happening there, they say, forget it, leave him alone. They are now uncomfortable with what is happening under Buhari's regime. So it is always like that in every regime. People will align to the bad things, and that is why it will be difficult. Those who are going to be on the side of the truth, they are so few. They are so few. Because a lot of people are lazy, a lot of people are tribalistic, a lot of people are sentimental, in many areas. So they would tend to go for the wrong things. Exactly what we are saying. No, those who are complaining, Buhari's administration, Buhari said does not have certificate, they are crying. It is not supposed to be. Now, it has come to the man that they like now. It's even now worse. Even the situation of Tinubu, according with this academic certificates or whatever, is worse than that. What with even experience on that Buhari. But now they are not comfortable. The people who were complaining that they are not comfortable. It's always like that. So with this issue of Buratai or no Buratai, you don't even by their fruits you shall know them. By their fruits you shall know them, and that is why you see some people are not saying it is a lie. A professor is saying he's not saying the truth. People are asking, with the situation that is happening in this country, do you like as it's going? If you like it, there's no problem. Just continue. So guys, let's say your opinion of your take on this.